What's up? So today we're going to talk about the stretch shortening cycle. So what is it? It's basically when the definition is, to paraphrase, a concentric motion of your muscles followed by a rapid eccentric motion with your muscles releasing greater power. All right? That's not the technical definition, but basically what it is you contract really really fast, absorb it with the eccentric motion, and then it will lead to greater power. So the easiest way to demonstrate this would be just jumping up in there, sort of like a vertical jump. All right, so basically, say I'm doing like a death jump, all right, and I land. All right, so I'm here. So I've just contracted. I've contracted by jumping up, so contract, and now I'm absorbing or eccentrically loading my quads and my muscles right here on my hamstrings. So once I eccentrically land, now I'll have greater power and I'll jump higher. So it'll be like, all right, that's basically a stretch shortening cycle, all right, in motion. All right, so basically that applies to the throw as well. So say I only wind like here, in discus. I'm not very stretched. All right, so there's not going to be that much power. But if I wind back here, now I have all that power to throw, because now I concentrically load, and now I'm eccentrically loaded right in here, and then I go to throw. All right, and that will lead to greater power. And that's why jab throwers and discus throwers especially need to be super mobile to take more advantage of the stretch shortening cycle. All right, so basically like in javelin, you're not going to get much power if you have your arm here. But you notice when jab throwers throw, they're like here, all right? And they're like super far back and in a super torqued position. Notice how it's hard for me to talk, all right? And it's the same thing. So like if I was just like here, I could talk normally, I'm under no tension. I'm not really loading any muscles. So then I have to use my arm to throw, all right? Whereas if I'm here, all right, and then I go to throw, you see how it just whips my arm? That's what you want to feel when you throw javelin or a discus, is if you don't feel a stretch at all, and this applies to shot put, not really so much hammer. You don't really want to feel stretchy when you're throwing hammer, but this applies somewhat to shot put as well. You need to feel stretch. You need to feel stretch somewhere, preferably in your shoulders and in your your pec, shoulders, and your torso right here. All right, that's mainly where you want to feel it, and then somewhat in your hip flexors as well. But that's mainly where you want to feel it. All right, so that's going to be very useful and is going to make you throw way further once you understand how to do that. Another way to demonstrate this is, so say I'm doing like a pec stretch. So I'm here, I'm under tension right here. All right, this is something known as stretch reflex, which is pretty much the same thing. Stretch reflex is basically you stretch your muscle to just about its end range of motion or a lot, all right, and then you stop suddenly. All right, so say I'm throwing disc, all right, so I'm here, I'm under tension, and I'm keeping this tension the entire time. All right, so I'm back here, I have a stretch in my pec, a stretch in my shoulder. All right, now when I go to hit my block, it's gonna whip through. All right, so I'm here, 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 and it just whips through. If I was not under tension, I'm like here, I'm here, I'm here, here. Look how little power is there. And I have to use my elbow and I have to use my arm. All right, that's the difference between stretch reflex and no stretch reflex. And that's why you have to be super mobile. All right, not just flexible. Mobile is having strength in those positions. So flexibility is just getting into the position. Mobility is having the strength to actually get into that, to actually do something with that position, to actually have the strength to get out of that position and do something athletically. All right, so I hope this helps you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and see y'all later.